Well, I'm here in the heart of the Mississippi Delta and one of the major cities in Mississippi. For sure, a major city right here on the Mississippi Blues Trail on Highway 61. Here we are in Clarksdale, Mississippi. Now, I did manage to make it to Clarksdale, but it unfortunately is raining. I mean, unfortunately slash fortunately, it's raining because I understand the crops need the rain, but you know, whether it rains or not, I'm gonna do this video. I'm not gonna let it stop me. I've made it this far, so here we go. I'm gonna start this video right here, over here at the Yazoo and Mississippi Valley Clarksdale station. So this looks like this was a train station, a railroad station. Let me get a little closer. So it's a tourist information center. But right over here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but right there, it shows that this New Orleans is 379 miles away via train, and Memphis is only 77 miles away via train. So this is an historic building right here in Clarksdale. So again, not a heavy downpour, but it is sprinkling a little bit out here and a little windy, but it's still in the upper 70s, so it's not too bad. But this stretch of road right here is called Blues Alley, and right here is the legendary blues musician himself, Muddy Waters. Real name, McKinley Morganfield, considered the father of Chicago blues. And he caught a Chicago-bound train from the Clarksdale Passenger Depot in 1943, leaving behind a sharecropper's meager existence. Yeah, so he was raised right outside of Clarksdale, Muddy Waters. And the interesting thing about a lot of blues musicians, it did mention that, you know, he was the father of Chicago blues. Now, the city of Chicago, they have a huge history in the blues musical category as well. A lot of artists who were on that blues circuit in Chicago, they migrated from down south. They, you know, basically came from down south, places like here in Mississippi. And there's some even came from Alabama and Louisiana. So there's a soulful connection between Clarksdale and the city of Chicago. As you can see right there, there goes a freight train. And here's a railroad track right here as well. And here's a marker that commemorates one of Clarksdale's most talented and renowned blues musicians, Wade Walton. Now, I've never actually heard of Wade Walton. I'm gonna do my homework on him. But this is very interesting. He was a barber. And then he never lost his love for blues. Okay, interesting. And some of these musicians were like jacks of all trades too. And there goes right here on this banner hanging up here. Goes Wade Walton. So this is the Arts and Culture District of Clarksdale. Here goes a marker for W.C. Handy. Now, I remember when I was in, I believe it was middle school, that's when I first heard of W.C. Handy. It happened to be during, I think, a Black History project I was doing. And I happened to hear about W.C. Handy. He was a father of blues, composer, and family lived at this site 1903 to 1905. So it's, yeah, so he actually lived here with his family right around this area. So he was a huge fan of, you know, Delta blues, which he made part of his musical repertoire. Because the Delta blues, that's what it's called, because this is blues music that originate from the Mississippi Delta. As you can see right there goes W.C. Handy with this instrument in hand. Right here. Pretty sure there'd be more people out if it wasn't a cloudy and slightly rainy day, but that's okay. There goes Nate Dogg, the late Nate Dogg, who was actually born in Clarksdale and partially raised here, but he spent his formative years out on the West Coast. I think he's from Long Beach, California. So I like how they have these banners of musicians and athletes who are associated with the city. Oh, this is interesting. This is like a Greyhound station building that was converted to a wing stop. As you can see right here. They even have Rick Ross up there. Rick Ross is from Clarksdale? I didn't know that. I thought he was from Miami. Maybe he was born here. I think he might have been born in Clarksdale and probably was raised primarily in Miami. There goes an athlete right here named Destry Wright. This looks like an abandoned building right here. Looks like it's in the process of perhaps being converted. I don't know what they're going to use it for. go back this way. I believe the name of this street is called Issapequa Avenue, or Issaquena Avenue rather. So I'm gonna go over here to 3rd Street. They have Tremaine McBride. I think he was a cornerback, played in the NFL. And we have a linebacker by the name of Mario Hagan. Both Clarksdale natives who went on to play professional football. More athletes right here. Chase Bailey, Davion Hill. That's neat how they basically celebrate people who originate from Clarksdale, whether it be musicians, athletes, just people who made it out of Clarksdale and made something of themselves. Looks like right here it used to be a hotel, or maybe a hotel. It says Travelers Hotel, or maybe it's, I'm not quite sure what this is. Looks like a bar. It might be a bar. I don't think it's a hotel, maybe a bar. I can almost guarantee, like, under better weather conditions, you know, and especially on the weekends, there will be a lot of live music going on in the downtown area. I mean, with the city that has so much history of blues music, I would think that there would be more. It would be on the you know, on the right day. But right here, this is what looks like a drugstore. Or a bake shop. Actually, it's actually a bake shop. It says a Blue Cotton Bake Shop. Right here on 3rd Street, getting ready to make my way down here on John Lee Hooker Lane towards the Delta Blues Museum. So this is a major attraction here in Clarksdale. So they have a little restaurant right here called the Hooker Grocer and Eatery. The care station, established 1987. And here's a stage, and unfortunately it looks like the wind blew those posters all over the place, so they're covering up this right here, but it looks like it's yeah, like I said, it's a Delta Blues stage. So I guess this will be the part where people can gather, you know, like for standing room, gather and spectate whatever show that's being put on over there. And here we are at the Delta Blues Museum. The Delta Blues Museum just recently celebrated its 45th anniversary of operation. Nice images right here. And there goes Muddy Waters' son right there. His name is Big Bill Morganfield. He's pictured there with Delta Blues Museum director Shelly Ritter doing the 2004 Sunflower River Blues Festival. So that takes place over here in Clarksdale. It's a nice building that it's in too. It looks like it looks like it used to be either a warehouse or a train station, just by the design of it. Oh yeah, it's really raining now. And right over here is what's called the Ground Zero Blues Club, located on Blues Alley. And right over there you have a mural of a lot of blues musicians. This is the first time I've ever done a video in the rain. So, I mean, it's coming down now. I didn't think it was. So what happens when you travel during a cloudy weekend? Like they say, April showers bring May flowers, right? It is definitely raining out here. Now that the rain has settled down a little bit, let me keep it moving. Oh, that's neat over there. It's like a Fleetwood Cadillac over there. Delta Blues Alley Cafe. Yeah, it's a Fleetwood Cadillac. This is really nice though. Nice body style, and it has like a bunch of paint on it. Very creative. Howlin' Wolf right here. Another Clarksdale blues legend, Howlin' Wolf. There's a lot of juke joints down this way. That's neat right there. Yeah, the rain has settled down. For how long though, I don't know. I'm now walking down Delta Avenue, approaching the corner of 3rd Street. Okay, they have a blues town music establishment where you could rent guitars. You can also have amps and sound systems repaired there. You can also have your guitar repaired there, apparently. So a lot of blues and musical establishments associated with Clarksdale. And check out this art right here. Clarksdale Blues Wall. The Allman Brothers, the Mavis Staples, Lead Belly, B.B. King, Elmore James, Muddy Waters. So many of them. Kingfish, Daddy Rich, Watermelon Slim. They had some interesting names, but they were creative though. You know, as far as their, you know, you got Ike Turner up there. There you go. ZZ Top. Pretty sure y'all heard of ZZ Top. They had some interesting names for their bands and for their stage names. W.C. Handy, Blind Lemon, Jefferson, Charlie Patton. Wow. A lot of these artists, all those artists played a huge role on the blues scene. Oh, they got Billie Holiday right there too, Ray Charles, Freddie King, Little Walter, Jimi Hendrix, Big Mama Thornton. I'm gonna have to look. A lot of these artists I've heard before, some of them I've never heard of before, but I gotta do some research and listen to their music. I mean, these are some legends, man. Lee Williams, Lucius Spiller, Big A. Again, I've never heard any of these cats. Otis Taylor. Looks like he's playing a harmonica. You got Jax Nassar on the guitar. Like I said, Lee Williams on percussion. He's on the cymbals, it looks like. And you had Lucius Spiller on the guitar. And there goes Big A strumming his guitar. This is really nice, man. Whoever did this, so they did a really good job. This is neat. Oh yeah. And they had quite a few blues musicians who were blind as well. I mean, you know, they were blind, but yet still perform really, really great music. So Clarksdale, Mississippi was literally the birthplace of the blues. And I'm guessing New Orleans is the birthplace of jazz. It's a nice piece of artwork right there too. I forget what they call those things where you can blow and a bunch of, I forget what they call those flowers. Like my mind's drawing a blank right now, but it's a nice picture. I remember we used to have all those things, we used to blow them, and a bunch of those things we flying around the place. And you got a bunch of butterflies. That's really, really neat. And right here is an art center. It's called the Griot Art Center. They have a bunch of like dance and music education, adult art classes, also after school classes for the youth. It's pretty dope. So it's where you can come and, you know, be artistic, practice your dance moves and your visual arts moves as well. Your artistic endeavors, if you will. It seems like if you were from Clarksdale, it's almost as if it's in your blood, like to be a musician. Like if you was born here, or you know, have somebody, and it's just basically, it's almost as like it's in your DNA to be like a recording artist or express yourself some form of artistic manner. There goes the riverfront right here. This is actually called the Sunflower River. I'm not gonna go too far down there, but yeah, there goes a view of it. The water's all brown because of the, looks like because of the rainwater. But it's called the Sunflower River Walk, right up in here. And this is also the name of this street that I'm on. It's also called the Sunflower Avenue. That's a cool little structure. It looks like a bunch of sphere. It's a sphere with a bunch of circles, basically. Like this is a canoe shop. So if you're into canoeing, up the Mississippi River, you can actually get your canoes over here. So Sunflower River, it looks like the Sunflower River might be also known as the Lower Mississippi River. Way across here. It's a little after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Heavy clouds. On 2nd Street now. What's going on? All right. Hey, I got, hold on, I'll be over there. Clarksdale Cultural Heritage. Clarksdale Museum of the Streets right here. There goes a mural of Howlin' Wolf. Beautiful piece of artwork right here. One thing about Nate Dogg, he might have done hooks for a lot of gangster music, you know, the G-Funk era and all of that. But one thing about Nate Dogg, I mean, you could tell he has blues and soul in his veins. Like it pumped deep into his veins. May he rest in peace. But bro, dude had a soulful and melodic ass voice. Like it was crazy. Just wanted to point that out. Now right here these are some really old buildings. I don't even know if they're still operational, but right here you have a venue that's called Buster's Down Home Blues. It might still be they might still have something going on, because right here they have flyers some flyers for Nathaniel Kimball, April 27th. Yeah, so they might still be open. Bad Apples Blues Club. Live blues music. Wow, look at this piece of art right here. Black man in a suit. And look right here. It's the devil with the apple. And then there goes the cotton right there. Wow, that's interesting. Here goes Ike Turner, another musician, big in the blues music. And check this out. Sam Cooke, golden voice of Sam Cooke, thrilled and enchanted millions of listeners on the hit recordings You Send Me, Shake, and The Change Gonna Come, Chain Gang, and many more. Cooke's captivating blend of gospel, blues, pop, and rhythm and blues made him a pioneer of the genre that became known as soul music in the 1960s. Cooke was born in Clarksdale on January 22nd, 1931. Family resided at 23037 7th Street until they moved to Chicago in 1933. So okay, so Sam Cooke was the guy that sung the song Change Gonna Come. Oh, change gonna come. I can't sing, guys, but you know, you guys catch my drift. Wow. And this is a nice little thing they put together. They got his childhood picture right here. They have like a whole compilation montage of images. And there goes the record right there by RCA, Change Is Gonna Come, Sam Cooke. Produced and recorded November 16th, 1964. November 16th, that's actually my birthday. That song was recorded on my birthday, but just 2 decades earlier, 2.5 decades earlier. Sam Cooke, one of America's most popular and charismatic singing idols. He was one of the first African-American recording artist to establish his own record label and publishing company. Wow. He was so young. He died in 1964. So he was only 33 years old when he passed away. That's so sad. But in the short time he was living, he put out a lot of hits. That's for sure. That still resonate to this day. And they have this venue right here, the Roxy, the new Roxy. It's an old building, but they still, looks like they still function because they have a bunch of flyers out here. And they also have the Deep Blues Festival that's taking place October 17th through the 20th of this year, 2024. And there goes another marker with Sam Cooke. Z's Barbecue. Looks like they're closed. And that's too bad. I was kind of hungry. I was going to stop and get a plate, but it looks like they're closed. So on that note, I got to get something to eat. So I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video. I feel like I got enough footage for the town of Clarksdale. It's a beautiful small town sitting in the Mississippi Delta. Loaded with blues history and old historical buildings. So yeah, that being said, once again, I appreciate you guys for looking. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and also once you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you get notifications whenever I upload a new vid. And with this video concluding, that also concludes this trip where I recorded multiple videos from Memphis to Tunica to Clarksdale. So thank you guys for vibing with me, and until next time, love you guys, stay safe, peace, and I wish myself and pray for safe passage back home to Alabama. Until next time guys, peace.